What's up, YouTube? So we have got a new episode of Mr. Robot, which I have thoroughly enjoyed. It's one of the best episodes, I think, of this season so far. A season which has been incredibly fun to watch, albeit quite a lot different from the first season. But this episode has some of the best stylistic and shots, I think, so far in the season, which really has been an amazing technical aspect of the show. So this starts off with the whole FBI hack being done, or being made, sorry, with a kind of comic book style 4-panel, but I would say it's more like the actual screens that you're seeing on Elliot's screens, so like the windows, etc. It's making it look like the hack is being written on your TV, which was absolutely expert and looked so cool. So this does seem very much like it is Dominique's own episode, as we see her uncover the little bit in the wall at the whole server farm thing. I can't remember the exact name of it, but the tracks are being followed for the whole hack of 5-9. So it's not looking good for Darlene and the rest of the team. But as we know at the end, yeah, shit went down. So we learn that White Rose is the freaking head for the Minister of Security in China. So now we know just how high the Dark Army are going and how powerful they are. Because money and power are the two most powerful things, most important things for them. So it is quite troubling that they are that high level in the government in China. Now, why they are doing this, obviously they want money and power, but who are they working for? It seems like they are autonomous at the moment, and they are doing whatever benefits them, and they do seem fanatical about it. And we can see White Rose here discussing with Dominique all about the dresses and that, which she kind of guesses who they are for. They're not for his sister, are they? So the whole business of this in China is quite troubling. And you can see instantly that White Rose was pissed off when Dominique butted in. So you can tell that her people skills are not all that. And that her identity of her job is her whole life. Because, you know, as she said, talking to White Rose, that, well, this is all she has at the moment. Because she pretty much had the chance at a family life, but that went down the drain as she left and pursued the FBI career. Angela is also given the option of whether to hack or not, and you can see the colorization is absolutely on point here, where they're wearing a black and white pantsuit, which has given her the two binary options, and you can see the whole logic bomb theme there. Well, it goes off when a certain amount of conditions are met with, and you can see her finally trying to side for the good team, as she tried to become an evil corp drone, but you know what, that just did not fit well with her, having to make the decisions and realising that yes, they are pretty much bad people, but they are just people, so she needs to make a change and fix things, because also she wants to get revenge for her mother after the whole incident that happened a few years ago, or it was a bit longer than a few years ago. Now you can see in the episode the personal growth Angela has gone from the first season, being an inept person at the company, and then now moving forward and becoming a member of the whole team at F Society. But you can see her douchebag ex-boyfriend is still a fucking douchebag, getting excited at shitty things and also trying to frame her under the guise of trying to become civil again. And well, it was quite funny that she had put the phone in the pint of beer, which I thought was hilarious, because really he is a dick, and she has learnt to really combat that and has a hell of a lot of personal growth while he is just a douchebag. Now, one thing that has struck me as very weird is in Elliot's world. So last week I mentioned that in his own confined location, it seems very odd that he never mentions going home or etc. or really has a computer. Now, we chalk this down to the fact that maybe he wanted to avoid it after the fallout of 5/9. However, it's very odd that the whole interaction with Angela here seems very rigid, very formal as well, and the fact that they are just next to each other like they're at a table. And also, at the end of the whole reveal that what the tour website actually is, it seems like the people who come in to take him away very much seem like orderlies at a hospital, which I thought was very, very strange. And the office as well of Ray seems strange as well. Now, it could be me overthinking it, but I do really think that he's in some sort of facility. Now, very much the show has actually gone back to the themes of the first series with ethical hacks. So here we can see that Elliot really has drawn the line here at the tour website, despite Mr. Robot trying to stop him doing it. And it seems he's really got himself into some hot water here by looking in where he shouldn't have actually gone on. So this is going to be a bad, bad, bad news for him. Not sure how they worked out he was on the website, which I thought was very odd, to be honest, because, well, you would have thought he would cover his tracks, but you know what? There has to be some storyline for that to happen for him to move forward. Now, lastly, we have Dominique attacked by the Dark Army mercenaries here, which is a terrible thing for her. It seems that White Rose is trying to cover their tracks, and they don't want them, or the FBI, looking in and snooping too much. You would have thought they'd just simply refuse them a chance to look into it, but you know what? That'd be too obvious, wouldn't it? So there's no doubt in my mind that this is the Dark Army here shooting up the place and taking out the FBI agents to try and scare them off. But you would think that it's only going to make them look into it more. And, well, Dominique has survived and she knows so much about it, so she's probably been on the first flight home. So that's it for this episode. A fantastic episode, I thought. Please do drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe if you want to see more stuff, more content. I'll see you soon and goodbye.